PC game originally, but it runs incredibly better on the PS5. But you can cross-plat with the PS4.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm streaming now anyway. But right now in this campaign, I'm the Galactic Emperor. So you can go through all the political traits like in Star Wars where you got to become the Senate leader, all that shit, and then become the last political person, and then you become the Galactic Emperor. And then people just that's what I am right now, I'm the Galactic Emperor. You can choose what political faction you are, either you're a democracy, a dictatorship, or an imperial, so you got a royal family, or the other one's an oligarch, just like in Russia's scenario, or you can be a mega corporation, so someone like a business in space that's in, you could be an AI intelligence, so just like essentially like terminate a species, or you could be a fucking a collective consciousness, like a hive mind kind of creature. There's loads of different things you can do in the game, loads of different things, and then there's two things that can happen. So the mid-game crisis is either the ancient empires on the map, so the AI that's already on the map that are very powerful, go to war with one another, and they force you to go to war, like to pick a side. Otherwise, they'll go to war against you.
Bro.
Or there's another faction that's called that basically they're pirates, but then they become like Genghis Khan in a way, and they try to capitulate the whole galaxy. And and the endgame crisis, there's one of three things. You can either have the Peripheran Scourge, which is like basically a new empire was spawned on the map that's incredibly powerful, but its sole purpose is to just destroy everything else. Every planet that's habitable, every person, every creature, everything. That's its purpose. And it spreads. So the Peripheran Scourge is like space, like they're like space creatures, and they're like malformed, and they just breathe and they take over things. And then you got the AI intelligence, which is basically Terminator on a galactic scale. And then you got fucking and then you got the extra dimensional invaders, which I find quite boring, which are basically just like galactic space ghosts that essentially just like suck all life out and all energy out of everything.
Yeah. Damn, bro, that shit sound crazy. Yo, Jack would type of be in that too. I'm not gonna lie, cause he plays this. I forgot the name, like Call of Kingdom or some shit like that.
Oh, Crusader Kings. Crusader Kings.
Yeah, Crusader Kings. Yeah, Crusader Kings.
Yeah, I like Crusader Kings. Probably be into... And it's real time as well, so every day is a second. And there's a clock. Awesome, there's a clock, and I'm currently in the. You start off in the year 2200. Yeah, everyone starts off in the same year, and everyone's going at the same time. You can increase the speed, decrease the speed, or you can pause it. But I'm currently in the year 2653, and I'm in the month. I'm in April, and and it's April the 1st.
Technology.
Wait, this is online.
Yeah, you can have up to 8 people in a campaign.
Oh man, this is awesome, man. I'll get it. What is it? How much is it?
I think it's quite cheap, but then I've got all the DLCs because I buy the season passes, but it doesn't really matter because if you jump in a game with someone with DLCs, you all get to play it.
Okay.
I think that's how it works, because I can play other people's DLCs. It's just they couldn't really unlock the same technologies I could.
Yeah.
So I would have an advantage over you guys.
I'll get the DLC.
Construction complete.
Like,
there's different there's different species packs, so you can have. Are you watching? Are you watching my screen? I'll show you.
No, not yet. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm in a fucking war right now. All right. Hold on. I just died. Alright, you're in the party,
Yeah, I'm streaming genuinely on YouTube, so I'll actually send you the link.
Yes, I made a link.
There you go. Alright, cool.
Oh, this is the game you've been playing. I've been seeing you. It says the name on the fucking party.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been seeing it. I was like, yo, what?
Yeah, so
This is it.
so look here, look. So basically, you can either select an empire. So these are all the ones I've made previously, but the base game ones are like the United Nations of Earth, the Commonwealth of Man, which is like a lost colony, and they all have different origins. You can choose your origin of your species as well, which gives you traits as you start.
Yeah.
So if I was to, if I was to create an empire, you can choose what species it is. Like an empire, if it's if it's like a fungus creature, if it's like a plant creature, a rock creature, like a creature that looks dead, or an aquatic creature, you can choose different species. And you can change their name.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can change their like names that they'll have in game as well. What their ruler looks like. You can also change what planet they come from, how their buildings look. But then these ones are important. These are their origins. So you can choose what origins they have. So this one would mean a second species would be on the planet as well. So you'd have two different species that you control in your empire already. One of them's like a slave empire, like a slave species to you in a way, or you can spawn on a Halo ring, or you can spawn on you can spawn already as a community, or with your planet going to destroy within 45 years. So that's a challenge mode, essentially. So you got to colonize another world quickly.
Bro, that is fire. I might wait. Let me see this game real quick. I'm about to buy it right now. I'm not gonna lie.
You can choose what do you call it, ethics your empire has, whether you're a fanatic or a generalist or a spiritualist like the Covenant. So you can like try and impose your religion by force on everyone else, like the Crusaders, or you can crusade the galaxy, or you can become Nazis, and essentially your mission is to essentially hate every other alien and just kill every other.
When we play online, what do we do? Do we work together or do we do our separate things?
You can both. That's why you have political agreements, and you can break them agreements, and then once you break them agreements, you have a set number of years before you can actually attack that person. So, or you could create a federation of people. Yeah. Or if you make a federation of people, so you can have one group of people on one side of the map, like NATO, and you got another group like the Russian side on the other side of the map. You know what I mean? You have little proxy wars over the little territories in the middle.
I get it. So when we play online, it's like, for example, make pretend I'm fucking Ukraine and you're Russia, like that. We could do that shit.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. That's cool. What's the name of this game?
Stellaris. So, yeah, Stellaris console edition. It's a Paradox game. Thing is, I've never played online with people, because I've jumped in games and people have jumped in my games, but I've never started a campaign. I've started once actually with my cousin, but the thing is, my cousin got really into the game and I showed it to him and he actually beat me in the game. The game took like 4 or 5, like it took like 2 weeks, and he actually beat me over it over 2 weeks. It's a time-consuming game, you know what I mean? Like, and everyone needs to be on. You know what I mean? I could jump in these people's games right now, but or I could host a save game that I've already done, or I could just start one with people, and you can choose how many planets are in the galaxy, how many different AIs on. But I would think let's just turn off all the AIs and just leave the primitive empires on, so you can have empires on the map that spawn in the Stone Age or spawn in like our time right now, so they don't have space technology and shit like that. It's $40. I got it when it was like £12 for me. It was on sale.
I mean, that's good though. I like games like this because that means it's good if it's still 40. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good game. It's a good game. I would recommend get this if you are gonna get the DLCs. Don't buy them individually. Buy the season passes because you get. I think you get all of them. Par 2 of them that you have to buy singly.
I just bought it downloaded.
It's not even a big game as well.
It's only 10 minutes. Nah, yeah, I just been. What's it called? I don't really mind because I've been letting people give me suggestions and shit because I've been bored, bro. Daisy's like that server, bro, it's getting fucking bored, man.
Oh, I play this in between Daisy. I play a lot of this in between Daisy.
Yeah.
I fall asleep while playing this game. I do. I put it on. I put it on like 1 time speed instead of 3. When I'm playing the game, I'm playing 3 time speed. But on 1 time speed, I just let the game play and I go to sleep. And then when I wake up, it's been like 100 years. But because I'm so powerful, no one's tested me.
Man said it's been 100 years. He's freaking. You ever watch Dragon Ball Z Beerus?
Like I like these games with time lapses on them. Like I feel like God in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like my what do you call it? My emperor is still alive, but he's really old. You know what I mean? He's still alive, but he's really old. Or his son's ruling, or his daughter's ruling.
Like these
And there's a lot of reading in the game as well, so a lot of events will pop up.
So this expansion pack is it's $35. I think it says 5. Expansion pass 5. This brings Nemesis, Aquatics, Overlord.
Yeah, that's the newest ones. Those are the newest ones. So if I was to go to how do I go to downloadable content? There you go. I've got well, the Leviathans are a bit boring to be honest with you. But it does have the Wars in Heavens, which is quite cool.
I'm looking for the expansion. Is there one that?
I think they're called season passes. I think. So if I was to go to this. Yeah, which is the problem. They are quite expensive. I've had the game for a number of years, so I've waited for the season passes. You see what I'm saying? So.
Yeah. Okay, so this season pass.
The Overlord is pretty much the one that I think you can still play the DLCs that I have even without like having them, as long as you're in my game essentially, or if I host it.
Yeah. That shit. I might look this download. I'll play when I come out of work.
Yeah.
Get a fix for it. Okay, that's
I could start a campaign. I think it'd be quite
You should tell
interesting.
Jack about it, because Jack likes strategy games too. He likes it.
I think he's seen me play it, but I'll send him a link. I'll let the group chat now actually.
Yo, Jack should make a game recommendation tab.
I'm kind of cool. Because you know what, I like very niche games. Like very niche games, but they're quite like, I don't know. I like very niche games. I only got a few. Well, I got quite a lot of games, but I only play a few of them.
Yeah.
Like I only play like Stellaris. I did used to play Apex religiously. Like I used to play Apex religiously. Um, but at the moment, I'm just playing Jurassic World 2 as like fun. You know, just like enjoying the dinosaurs, Chivalry, uh, Stellaris, and fucking DayZ. But then I do also play Mountain Blade Bannerlord 2, but my campaign on that's pissing me off, so I ain't playing that.
Yeah. You know what series I'm really into? The Assassin Creed ones, man. Those shits